differentiate y equals x minus 3 root x plus 2 divided by root x minus 1. The clue is in the root of x. We can see that root x equals x to the power a half. So if we square root x, that means we're squaring that, and that will become x. So what I meant is x is now x to the power a half squared. So that means x to the power a half squared, and that's x to the power a half. That looks like quadratic. Another way to say it, you might say let root of x equals u, and therefore u squared will be equal to x, because if I square this, I get x. So either way, that's what we're doing here. The x is basically u squared, because that's what x is, u squared, and minus 3u plus 2 over u, root x is u, right, minus 1. So you can see this is quadratic now. And all I need to do is factorize so if I factorize the numerator, and then I can then see if there's a common factor both in the numerator and denominator. And if there is, they can cancel out. To factorize that, I know u squared minus 3u plus 2. In this case, you could say a equals 1, b equals minus 3, and c equals 2. So AC will be 2. I need two numbers I could multiply together. I get plus 2. And when I add them together, I get minus 3. So I'm thinking minus 1 minus 2. And then if I put u here, minus 1 times u, it's minus u. Minus 2 times u is minus 2u. And that should give me minus 3u. So that's good. So that means I can replace 3u with minus u and minus 2u. u squared minus u, that's that one, minus 2u, that's that, and that would give me, that would be minus 3u, still the same thing, plus 2. And you can see there's a common factor here, and there's a common factor here. So the factor here is u. So if I take u out, I get u minus 1. I need to take minus 2 out from here, because that's minus 2 there. So minus 2, then I'll get u minus 1. Because if I multiply minus 2 times u is minus 2u. Minus 2 times minus 1 is plus 2. So that's correct. Now I've got another factor here, that and that. And what's left is u minus 2. u minus 2 and u minus 1. We could have done it straight away from here. You can see it's minus 2 minus u. The factors are u minus 2, open bracket, close bracket, u minus 1 over u minus 1. The u minus 1 in the numerator cancel the u minus 1 in the denominator. So therefore, y equals u minus 2. And then I could then replace the u. I could replace the u with root of x. That's what it is. Root of x is x to the power half. So that's x to the power a half, because we have to leave it in that format to differentiate it. Minus 2. So that's y. Now to find the y dx, n is a half, and the 2 here has a variable x to the power of 0. X to the power of 0 equals 1. So you can see 1 times 2 is 2. Right. So now to differentiate that, the y dx will be equal to a half. So bring the half down. X a half minus 1 minus 2 times 0. 2 times 0 is already 0, so a half x to the power minus a half. So if we do a half minus 1 is basically a half minus 2 over 2, and that will be minus 1 over 2, right? Here I had to multiply, this is over 1, so I had to multiply that by 2 to keep it the same denominator, and then they have a common denominator, I just add the numerator. 1 minus 2 is minus 1. And so I've got minus, and that's 0 there, basically minus 0. And that will become, so that's dy dx. The y dx will be 1 over, right, x to power minus a half, x to power minus a half, that will be, this is a negative power. It has a relationship with its positive power, which is 1 over x to power a half. As positive power, negative power, we tend to swap them. And that will be 1 over root of x. So that's what we're going to get here. In the denominator here, we're going to get, we already got 2 in the denominator, so that would be 2 root of x. And that is the derivative